Hi guys, so this is a pretty different video from what I normally make. I'm gonna hopefully make more videos like this, but today I'm gonna be going over some trash D&D homebrew on D&D Beyond. First of all, here we have the Aberrant Bloodline. It's a sorcerer subrace, so it's class. I'm just gonna read over some of the stuff that I find interesting about it. Level 1 thing. Aberrant Ancestor. If I hop into this is terrible. So, basically, the whole thing about this is you've got a bunch of different, like, creatures, and you can choose, like, which one's, like, your bloodline. Some of these are overpowered. Some of them are, like, they're okay. Like, for the Morkov, you get just, pluses to speed, but the others can get pretty crazy. But then some of them are just crazy. You get an anti-magic field at level 1, and you just choose where it goes. So any magic casting boss fight, like a mage boss fight, is gone. The DM can't do anything about it. You get telepathy up to 200 feet if you're the Aboleth. By the way, this is your level 1 class feature. No drawback. This isn't a race or anything. This isn't like taking up a race slot. No. You also can you learn deep speech. Sure, that's fine, I guess. Okay, then there's Far Realms Armor. You just get the 15 plus Dex modifier armor class. Just, there you go. It's stupidly overpowered. What the hell else is left? To make it worse, at level 6, Eldritch Consumption, you can basically, you get to add your charisma to your attack roll. So basically, Warlock feat just with the invocation with Eldritch Blast, gone. Also, you can spend 1 sorcery point to regain half of the damage you dealt. Yep, that's half of it. So at like level 20, you know, you go over here, you, oh look, whippity wappity boom, oh no, I'm low HP, better cast my level 20, Meteor Swarm. Oh look, I dealt 120 damage. I get a heal back at 60 HP. God, that's overpowered. Now a brief. I'm gonna ask my sister, off-tuned saxophone, what her opinion is after the break. Oh, my great sister, off-tuned saxophone. What is your opinion so far? You haven't even heard about the getting an anti-magic field at level 1. What's your opinion on just these, like, some of the abilities alone?
They're really cool if you want to be good and win the game, but they're really OP.
Way too overpowered.
Yeah.
That's why they have a minus, what is it? -4. Oh, it's only got -4. There's like 50 people who actually think that this is a good subclass.
And hey, subscribe to me!
No. That wasn't enough. You can just cast Levitation as many times as your Charisma modifier, and you gain a hovering speed up to half of your current speed. Yep, this is an actual thing. That's what I actually thought was a good idea. Hey, would you like to hear what the last thing is? Presence of Insanity. Basically, for 1 minute with your concentration, all hostile enemies within 30 feet distance, every turn have to make a wisdom saving throw, or be under the confusion spell and be frightened, and it keeps on repeating every turn. Overall, I rate this homebrew a -2 out of 10. Dear Lord, this is overpowered. Dungeon Masters, do not allow this in your game, or else they will literally just kill any boss fights. I mean, you want them to defeat boss fights, but they're gonna basically just kill the immersion for all the other players. They're just gonna sit back as this sorcerer casting like Scorching Ray at 1,000,000th level. It's just blasting through a bunch of stuff, just not being able to take any damage from any magic spells, healing back all the damage they're dealing. I'm just surprised I don't have an ability where they, you recharge your meta magic points at the end of each turn. At least it doesn't do that. I bet there's something that does that though. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, what the hell is this? Okay, I think this is even more overpowered than the last one. Blade Thrower. Okay, first of all, one of its abilities is just redundant. No eligible swordsman. In order to become a blade thrower, you must know how to use such powerful weapons. You are not proficient in longswords, daggers, and greatswords. You also gain armory breaches in action. First, what the hell's armory breach? So at level 1, you've already gained proficiency in weapons you already have, because you're a freaking ranger. And you also get armory breach. It doesn't tell us what that is. Arcane armory. Okay, so you don't get anything at till level 7, but then, as an action, you can use Blade Launch, a unique attack that does 1d10 towards a single opponent. The damage increases by one more d10 every level, meaning by level 20, you do 10 points of damage, no recharge! And I think you also get extra attack by then, so you're basically just dealing 1 billion points of damage, but that's not even the worst to come. Blade Aura. At level 11. Any allies within 5 feet have advantage in strength and dex saving throws. And level 18 becomes 25. But the worst is yet to come. Unbound Blade Thrower. You get to use the thing called the Anti-Excalibur. This attack does a total of 10 d20 points of damage. D20 isn't even a damaging type. It technically should say 10 d10. To everyone within a 5 feet radius of the caster. This action is due to its unbound power requires a long rest. Okay, there we go. Finally, balancing. This is Javelin Storm. This attack does 10d8 piercing damage with any enemies within 30 feet. And level 18, it becomes 12d10 points of piercing damage. Level 20, and now has a fixed range of 90 feet. No recharge. You deal like 1 billion points of damage every freaking round. This does not deserve to be a thing. DMs, don't let your people play. Don't let your players play it. Wow. Stop. I rate this a minus 1 billion. I rate it a minus. I rate it a minus Anti-Excalibur out of 10. Okay, wait. So here we go. Here's what we got. It's just a -1. It's called Gunslinger. Misa. So it's made just for one character. This is Misa, the vagabond, the outcast. She unleashes the furies on mutations on her enemies. Misa's ability to reflect different incoming projectiles with ruthless abandon. This is literally just a Mary Sue. Ballistic Battery. When activated, the Ballistic Battery stores damage dealt into a capped buffer. When disabled, the stored damage is channeled into your next shot. Basically, I could just charge it for like 10 years, and then a while later it's like, Tarask! And I'm like, no! And I just shoot at them, I deal literally like 5 billion d6 points of damage, and then the DM just retires and he ends up dying of anger. Shooting Gallery. Shooting Gallery cycles a damage increase 1 at a time to players in your squad while also causing nearby enemies' weapons to potentially jam. Oh yes. I'm gonna stab you. No, your weapon is now jammed. What?
Where?
How is it jammed? And also, what does it mean you increase?
And where is it?
Shatter Shield. Because me send a protective shield that reduces incoming damage and also deflects damage. Okay, basically you just don't take any. You take half. What is it? You take like half damage plus any projectile attacks just go back at the enemies. It's High Noon, 10-0. This is called Peacemaker. Peacemaker turns Misa stationary and unleashing a deadly torrent of firepower towards her foes. I think this was kind of made towards a certain player, and he knew what he was doing, so he released, they, and then they didn't know what they were doing. Oh my god, there's a comment on this, I better read that after. Basically, they don't actually explain the stuff, they just say it happens. It's like, stuff like that. What is it, mods, it's a bunch of mods. Who's Tenno? Okay, wait, what? I'm just gonna watch this real quick. Apparently there's a profile video. I'll check this in a sec. We'll see if it's actually legit. Okay, so it turns out this is just from a game called Warframe. So all the stuff is taken from it. So basically they just literally just copy and pasted the dialogue. So, it doesn't necessarily say, though, how long it takes. It's basically, Ballistic Battery. See, here we go. Level 3 is a bonus action when activated. When recharging the weapon, you can sort what? You can save up to 5 to 10 to 20 rolls. You can use this a bunch of times for a long rest. Okay. This is kind of stupid. My time's running out. I'll rate this a 1 out of 10.